Boys and girls, we're going to be looking at simple sentences and compound sentences. Follow along with me. The simple sentence has one subject and one predicate. It expresses one complete idea. The Vikings lived in Scandinavia 1,000 years ago. A compound sentence combines two simple sentences that have related ideas. A coordinating conjunction, and, but, or, joins the two sentences. Always use a comma before the coordinating conjunction in a compound sentence. Use and to join two related sentences that are alike in the same way. Vikings were fine sailors and they had the best ships in the world. Use but to join two related sentences that show a contrast. The Vikings were early explorers, but they were raiders too. Use or to join two related sentences that show a choice. Vikings sailed their longboats or they rowed their ships. All right, so now let's look at our practice. It says underline the two simple sentences in each compound sentence. If the sentence is not a compound sentence, write not compound. All right, so for the first one, most Vikings were farmers, but good farmland was scarce. So for this one, you actually do see that you have a conjunction. So you're going to have good farmland was scarce and underline most Vikings were farmers. Number two, it says these Scandinavians raided nearby lands for riches. Well, there's no conjunction there. There's no two ideas, so we know that this is not compound. Okay. Next, Vikings sailed by the stars or they followed the shoreline. Once again, we see our conjunction. They followed the shoreline as one sentence and or one idea, and then the Vikings sailed by the stars is another idea. So I think you should be able to finish up 4 and 5 there with those directions. So I'm going to pull this to the side. Next part of the practice. 6 through 10, you have the exact same directions. Let's look at 6. Vikings burned entire villages during their raids. There's no conjunction there, so once again, this is not compound. Okay. And the same thing, underline the specific ideas, especially if you see a conjunction, you know that it is a compound sentence. Let's look now for part B. In part B, it says, read each incomplete compound sentence. Underline the sentence below that best relates to it. Then combine the related sentences to form a compound sentence, or the compound sentence on the line. So for this one, it says, the Vikings were daring explorers, and they grew oats and rye on small farms, or they bravely sailed across the Atlantic. Well, if you're looking at daring explorers, then you're going to pick they bravely sailed across the Atlantic. And so after you've picked the correct one, you're going to finish the sentence on the line. So you're going to start with